Part 27. We're gonna talk to Solus. Actually, I'm gonna see if we can talk to anybody else first. Oh, look at that. It needs to be a conversation with Lucanus. So I guess we're gonna go do that real quick.
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside, the eyes of a village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
If the two of you were going to open a bottle, you might have told me first.
It's not a good bottle.
Might have to pick up a supply. I have a feeling we'll need it. Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus then?
They don't tell it the way you would.
I mean, it ended with the elven god of lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
You joining us then?
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanus owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda. That Bronto.
I was expecting a side quest, but that wasn't too bad. Let's talk to Solus.
Adela's prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Your time with the Veil Jumpers probably taught you some of my history with our people.
A bit. Tread Wolf.
Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Algernon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind. And you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, it didn't feel like enemies. It felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for Dominion time and time again.
Alright. I can see how you and Elgernon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elgar'nan and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. Hard to present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elgar'nan, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elgar'nan's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elgar'nan out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I'm impressed you got that out without choking on it.
If I could not admit when I was wrong, I would be no better than Elgar'nan. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He was useful. But there were others I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. Cole, a spirit of compassion, I helped adapt to our new world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elgar'nan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elgar'nan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elgar'nan's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgar'nan's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
We've done some great work underwater. You know why no one else can save the world except us? Why the Inquisitor told me it had to be us? Because we don't give up. Knock us down and we come back swinging.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
Did the Veil Jumpers find any traces of where Elgernon and his archdemon went?
No. Venatori started swarming the area right after we left, and they had to leave.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up, and be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Starting to feel like I'm getting closer to the end. Rook, we've heard the wonderful news coming out of Olathen. You're doing, we're told. The Venatori are still reeling from their failure, and Dorian's caught wind of some of their most recent plans. Drop by the shop when you can. Yeah, it's gonna give me a bunch of side quests. Rook, we continue to study the changes in the blight. Our latest findings are very interesting and disturbing. We can't let this spread continue. We'll catch you in the next time you're in the wetlands, Antoine. And everybody wants to talk. Clear all this real quick. Looks like I got a new dagger piece too. Yeah, I'm pretty good with what I got. Alright.
Myrna, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far
We
back.
have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
A lantern that sucks the life out of people?
Their very souls.
Yikes.
But we know where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom... Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
That can't be fun.
I'd hoped it would pass. Oh, Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
A little fear is healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
Don't panic. Things always seem impossible.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since?
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, I think these are going to be all the quests to wrap up storylines. So everybody's going to have like a major...
Oh, that's not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down. What's happening?
The artifact. Remember how I told you that I'd know if they started another ritual? They did, and it's big. Really, really big. Arlethan big, maybe.
You're sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
We really like going towards the bad thing instead of away from it.
It's not time for jokes, Rook. Sorry, I didn't mean to... I'm sorry, but it's bad.
So let's go stop them then.
Right. Let's hope they aren't very far along.
And if they've had the chance?
These rituals need an anchor with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucican.
A lost Tevinter temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Of course you found it. And you were worried.
A bit early for the past tense.
So where is this place?
The Minratha's Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alias haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Then I guess I get to meet Alia in person.
It's time she showed her face. Docktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Alia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
Just go in a circle. Oh, I thought he needed talking to too, but apparently he does not. Alright. Got Draven and Harding. I'm assuming this is going to be a quest to go get the Gloom Howler.
Rook, Efka and Antoine sent word. A warden's arrived at Lavendel with news. He might have a lead on Isaiah.
Then we've got to get to Lavendel.
Agreed. Thanks.
Hey, what's shaping?
No one says, what's shaping anymore?
I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm here.
I know, and I'm really grateful. I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then you were there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some Titan, but just Lace Harding. And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it.
But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
I'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. But Do you think he can be helped?
Varric tried to talk sense into him. And look how that ended. Even the Inquisitor thinks he's too far gone, and we're past the point of talking. But part of me doesn't want to believe it. Because it means that there's a point when you have to give up on someone. It means you could have given up on me.
Alright, everyone has been talked to. Let's do this one.
Your mother learned something new about the tablet?
Haven't talked to her since the big fight at dinner.
She's gonna be gone because
Hey,
the Dragon King took her.
Mother?
Tama?
Get Isabella. It might not be hers.
You think I don't know what my mother's blood smells like? Get Isabella. Tell her to find Cutter. Tama.
No sign of your mother. Cutter's gone too.
He was here. I caught his scent. He took her.
Cutter? The little piece of crap who wanted to fight a dragon? What's he want with Tasha's mother?
There were letters from the Dragon King in his room about your mother and about the tablet.
Since when does the Dragon King want the tablet? He's been after Tosh.
The tablet's about Tash, about fire breathers. It's why Shathan's desperate to decode it. In exchange for the tablet and Shathan, the Dragon King will turn Cutter into a fire breather, like you.
That's Vashadan!
Is it actually possible to make Kunari into fire breathers?
No, that's not how it works.
I thought we didn't know how it works.
Doesn't matter if it's true. Cutter believed it enough to take Shathan.
Isabella, what do you know about the Dragon King?
I know a thing or two about the Antam, but I've never met one like him. He certainly loves dragons.
We know. His Antam were the ones who've been blighting them for the gods.
I mean, he wants to be one. He drinks their blood and everything. Makes sense that he's interested in our Tash.
Isabella, you knew the tablet was about fire breathers?
Shathan told me.
And you didn't tell us because...
Wasn't mine to tell. Shathan wanted to tell Tash herself.
Sounds like it's time to pay a visit to the Dragon King.
We found a map in Cutter's room. He's holed up in a dormant volcano to the north. It's full of old mining tunnels. Getting inside might be a challenge.
We'll handle it.
We'll all handle it. Cutter betrayed us. When you go in, the Lords will have your backs.
Thanks. Let's go.
Alright, Emmerich's close to being leveled up, so I'm gonna take him.
We're here. How should we proceed, Tash?
We find someplace Cutter and my mother were. I can track them from there.
You sure you don't want to head straight for the mine? Isabella said the Dragon King was there.
We find my mother first. She might be somewhere else. I'll kill Cutter and the Dragon King once she's safe.
That boat over there. It could be Cutter's.
Maybe. Let's look. She was here. So was Cutter.
You can track them by their scent?
Scent, tracks, whatever it takes. Cutter's not getting away.
Still don't know how to open this wall thing. Alright. Probably gonna be folks to fight up here, like there usually is. Oh, look at that.
Tom.
Were they sent by the Dragon King?
Don't care. They're in my way. She's not my priest. She's my mother.
Alright.
Careful, more on top.
Alright, boys.
At least we now know the Dragon King has her.
Not for long. Hey, take a look over there.
Cutter, normally we do not allow Vishat raised in the boss lands to join the Altam. They are soft and weak, but the Dragon King sees your potential. Prove that your will is strong and you too can receive the blessing of Gillenane. Breathing fires like the Alderon is only the beginning of the power that gods offer. Bring the priest and her tablet and earn your place among us. That doesn't sound good.
She was here.
Did they pass through here? They've locked the door behind them.
I'll make us a path. Good. Come on.
You okay, Tosh?
I'm fine.
Nope, angry.
You come to die.
It strangely did not do as much damage as I expected it to. You guys are close together. Ooh. Too much fire.
Hey, take a look over there. We're on their trail.
Finally, that bridge is up, so I can do other quests here now too. Game seems to be glitching today a little bit. A little buggy. A little bit of audio bugs. A little bit of lag. Not sure what's up with that.
We're getting closer.
We don't have time for this. Hang on, this thing's gonna burn.
Is that an unarmed Gatlock cannon? Why didn't they use it during the fight?
Must have hit him before they could get it ready.
I haven't been in this place before, so gotta keep an eye out. Zip line to come back. Alright.
Hey, take a look over there.
Cutter. Bastard.
Hey, why don't you go take a look over there?
There's a chilling prospect.
Shark's Mouth Mountain. Looks even worse with lava pouring out of it. That's where he is. The Dragon King.
Doesn't look bad, it looks sweet. I'm gonna go beat that guy's ass, then take his mountain.
The size of these bones. They're even bigger than a dragon's.
Things grow big in Ravine.
Audio glitches for in-game.
For gold and glory!
Look at that. Barely a scratch. We came the short way. Any sign of Shathan?
No, the trail led here.
Then she's inside their base. It'll be full of Antarm.
Not for long.
Main path's destroyed. You'll have to climb. I know how to rile the Antarm. We'll make some noise and draw them off you. Good luck, Tash.
We will put it right.
It's not what I meant to do. Oh god, there must be one more somewhere. Damn, I just found it too. That's right, this one's probably going to be the easiest one to do. Alright, you do that one. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Is there one more?
Have you ever been here, Tosh?
No. Isabella told us it was bad luck to go near the mountain. Old Ravani superstitions. Said we might awaken the fire. No wonder the Antam took it over. Come and fight!
They're certainly well informed.
Cutter must have given them information.
It doesn't matter. Come on.
Why didn't the Dragon King use these old fortifications for his lair?
Baz fortifications? No. He might send his Antom in here to hang banners and crap. But these aren't fancy enough for him to live in. They don't make him look powerful.
Alright, before I move on, looks like I need to do a little puzzle up there. Oh my god, get on the ladder.
One may still follow the Cune while climbing. Know your body. Know the slope. Know your next handhold. Always telling me how to do everything.
We're gonna get her back.
There's still stuff I gotta tell her.
For trash. Thanks, game. Thanks for giving me garbage.
Stop!
That ya Anton bitches. Huh. I don't think that guy's supposed to be glitching like that. Oh, that's funny. What you doing over here, buddy? how do we get into you? That looks like something that might actually, like, change with a mission or something. I guess we just gotta keep pressing forward and come back to this area. That seems like it to be the thing. You have to come backtrack a lot in this game.
There's our way in.
Right. Let's go find your
been
bomb.
watching.
And then throw that stupid tablet into this volcano and never talk about it again.
Let's try this, shall we? Nope, that didn't work. It didn't work. Actually, hold up. Looks like I need her to breathe fire on that at some point. Definitely gonna be one of those things we have to come back to. Alright, this place looks cool. Looks cool.
That's quite the view.
That's why he made it his lair.
Dragon King! You want me? Come and get me!
Oh, there goes the element of surprise.
Is that our Dragon King?
Sounds like.
Whoa. Oh, always watch your foots, kids. Yep, I said foots. See?
Fire! Get clear!
Alright, that made no sense. But, got it. I hate this friggin' targeting system. It's trash. Push you into the lava.
Why the sudden ceasefire?
Who cares? They're dead. Come on.
Okay, seems to be questioning the logistics of the cannons quite a bit. Chest. Legendary rune. It's probably not as good as what I already have. Because it's not just good, it's... I already went that way. Covered in armor like this would be hot AF.
Even the air is lung-scorching.
Watch your step.
No guardrails.
Safety is for the weak.
I speak to you in the trade tongue, since we have guests. There is nothing sacred about the Qunari language.
the man attempt to convince his followers or himself?
I don't know, but there's like 3 chests up there, so boss fight incoming.
I knew you'd come running. Kill them all! When this is over, I'll be a fire breather!
You'll be a corpse.
Stop them, you idiot! You think I'm afraid of you? You're not better than me!
Nice one, Emmerich.
You can't take this from
Kinda am. Kinda will.
All right, Cutter's down. Cutter is Vashadon. The only enemy who matters is the Dragon King. Still a stupid name. Dragons don't have kings, they have queens.
Once we find him, I have every confidence you'll educate him.
Another chest above me.
I can't burn through the gate. Let's look around for a way to open it.
I can break through this. I did question that jumping just for like a split second. I was like, ooh, that's not far enough. But it was all good. It was. What's the correct way?
That's a lot of fire! There's more coming! The gate's down. Good. Come on.
Really dark. There's something in there that I'm also gonna have to come back for. I'm not sure if I can actually go back this way or not. Let's go to find out. A lot of chests in this area.
I'd give real gold if he'd shut up.
sure to get to the room below. I am not a big fan of backtracking, so if I can get things in one go, I generally try to do that.
These must have belonged to the Grey Wardens.
Grey Wardens study the Blight. This must have been where the Antom learned to blight the dragons. Bastards!
Today we will claim our birthright!
Lying. Tama. Tosh, wait!
Today we claim our true strength by right of fire!
Tama!
Avatas, little dragon. I am Atashak, the Dragon King! I am pleased that you followed our fate.
Tosh? You're like me.
I am nothing like you. I embrace our birthright. You hide from it. You belong to the Antam. You should have been ours. Instead, the priest stole you away.
Leave her out of this. You wanted me, you got me.
Yes. The one you call Cutter insisted you would follow our bait.
Oh, did he? How helpful of him. Cutter's dead.
There. The rage. The passion that burns inside an Adari's heart. Your mother could not quench it entirely.
What do you want?
I want your fire, little dragon. I want your blood. My Antam have grown strong with the blessings of Gillenane. And with your lifeblood, Gillenane can create an army of Adari for me. Our fire will burn this land pure.
Your plan is to let Gillenane mess with your people?
With her guidance, we will become unstoppable.
I hate his pants.
The Antam could have made you strong, but your mother hid you away, made you hide your fire. What does she tell you? Chakra to Ebra! You struggle against yourself, little dragon. You do not deserve this. It contains a message from our ancestors. The full words can be revealed by a dragon's fire. With this, we will prove we were meant to rule this world!
You are wrong, Atashak. Chakra to Ebra is not an order to struggle against what you are. It is a reminder that through struggle you find what you are. And you have never done so. Evatash has. They are stronger than you will ever be. Rook, you will keep them safe. Chakra to Ebra.
Mama! Tosh!
Why are we moving away? We should be getting down there and beating his ass.
We've only got one way forward.
Tama.
He dies. We're with you.
Okay, we gotta go a roundabout way to get to his ass. Got it. Oh, okay, now it fell.
Tosh, I'm sorry. We'll help any way we can.
I need to see her and kill him!
We'll get him, Tosh.
Ooh, snap.
Is that a dragon?
Get ready!
They come! Salimadari!
Guess what, son of a bitch, I can do that too.
You want my fire? Shock!
Dragon, I prepared this just for you! Someday I will have a dragon every breed to serve me. I brought it just for you! What's your blade?
Look out for the dragon!
Dragon's got an ugly face. You get a stronger dragon, bro. definitely hit the circle button for that one, but alright.
Impossible! I am the Dragon King!
Dragons don't have kings.
Rook! Tosh! We need to move! This whole place is coming down!
I know! Just give us a minute, all right? Tosh, it's time for us to go. I can... Maybe... Oh. Help me with her legs.
I'm sorry. We're out of time. Tosh, you've got to let her go.
We went there to save her.
She never did make it easy.
No shit. Shokrato Ebra. What kind of last words are those for someone you're supposed to care about?
She also said you were stronger than the Dragon King.
And then I misunderstood the Kunari crap. Like always. We never got to yell it out. We never get to fix it. It's a bit of her horn. I cut it off when I left her. I should do something with it. Ravani would wear it as jewelry. But she hated when I acted Ravani. Kunari would graft the horn to their own. But she didn't want me to stay in the Qun. What would make her happy?
It's not about her.
Yeah.
Did your mother want you to be a Kunari who happens to live in Rivane? Or a Rivani person who happens to be Kunari?
She wanted both. But she brought me here. She wouldn't want me to become more Kunari for her. She'd want me to be... me.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. I can do that. And I can do this. She wanted me to have it.
The Dragon King said the full message would be revealed by Dragonfire. Do we need to find a dragon?
No, the Dragon King was stupid.
Dragonfire.
Let's find out what it says.
Alrighty, and that's where we're going to wrap up this chapter, or this session, or whatever you want to call it. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Tune in next time when we go through everybody else's ending of their stories, and then we'll get to the main story.